Hello, everybody. I just wanted to pop on live super quick and talk to you guys about something that I've noticed has been a trend the past couple of days, and a few ways that can help you get started with this, like other examples of this. And the whole thing is like change. This year has been all about change, right? I'm doing math. This is a 12 year, so we just came out of an 11 year. Today's the last day of February. Holy crap, already. And I just was thinking this morning as I was sitting down and I was journaling and thinking over all the things that have happened today, sending some emails and saying farewell to a few people. I wanted to talk to you about change. So before I launch into this, and again, this is super quick chat because I have a chat in a little bit. I have a discovery chat in a little bit. I wanted to toss something at you guys that I feel like would be kind of cool to do tomorrow. So usually on Fridays is when I like to go live. That's when I like to show up here in the group. Lately, I've been doing it a lot more, but Fridays is usually when I do this. And what I'm thinking of doing tomorrow, that I wanted to toss at you guys, is showing up to give you the opportunity to have a little discovery chat, like everybody together. So we'd hop on a Zoom call, and have a little, you'd be able to talk to me face to face, and this is everybody as a group, whoever wants to show up. And we'd have a cup of tea and keep it super relaxed and just chat about whatever questions you've had. I've thrown a lot of content at you guys this month. We've talked about copywriting, we've talked about boundaries, and now we've talked about branding. So I would love to be able to sit down and talk to everybody on a really like intimate one-on-one level. So I'm figuring tomorrow morning we have a tea party. Everybody show up. I don't care if you're in your jammies, and come have some tea with me. I'll pop the link in the group today. I'll actually probably make an event for it. So that's going to be happening tomorrow morning at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. Figured it lasts about an hour or so. But I figured that'd be a really cool opportunity for everybody to show up and ask me one-on-one questions. Talk to each other, give feedback about everything, things like that. And this is not limited to my mothers and crones. This is also welcome for maidens. If you have any questions about literally everything that you have available here in the group, seriously reach out and I will, like, this is what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. So, change. We have entered the last day of February. It is... Spring is suddenly approaching. We're shifting out of winter. It's a lot of shit has gone down. And I actually saw a really funny post about that yesterday where someone was like, can we just pretend that the last 2 months have just been mixed tracks that came along with the album for 2018? And it's kind of true. It feels like officially this year started off with a like completely cleansing out the past, you know? So I wanted to talk about being open to change. Change, as we can see, like you've seen examples of me this week, has not been 1000% fun. Sometimes when we're open to change and we say that we're ready to go to the next level and we're ready to connect with our intuition, or we're ready to start really being serious about our business, or we're really just into having things shift, we get the good shifts that bring on the downloads and, well, I'm not going to say good. We bring on the positive shifts that bring on the downloads and the connections with our guides and our angels and whoever the heck you like to talk to up at the ceiling. We have all that happen, and then we have the polar opposite happen where we lose people and we might lose money, or we might have to move or something like that. And just change happens. And it can be really bunk. When this happens, you get frustrated. You might want to pull your hair out. You might want to scream to the heavens, or whatever you think is up there, down there, whatever you are into. It doesn't feel good. And we focus so much on the negative. We focus so much on what isn't working out for us right now. We focus so much on what isn't flowing right now. Or if you're like me, I have a habit of focusing too much in the future. I have a hard time being present, and that's how come sometimes I lose my words, because I'm thinking of things that are happening 5 minutes from now or 20 years from now, and it just pops in my brain and I'm like, you sent me on a loop, you know? So sometimes this happens, and we want to bring about change because we know that in order to grow, in order to get to where we want to be, even if that's just a little cabin somewhere, or if that's traveling the world, or if you want the villa on a vineyard in Venice, like I like to picture myself being in, no matter what it is, sometimes you have to change and you have to go through the negative. So I want to today talk to you about how a lot of change is coming for you. A lot of shifts are happening for you. Just like a lot of shifts are happening for me. And when we are open to change, I would love to give you the reminder that you don't have to beat up on yourself. You are doing wonderful. You are doing fabulous. You are a fantastic person. You are beautiful. You're totally bangable. You are on point with your intuition and your psychic abilities, because no one can do it exactly like you, and I find that amazing. I would love to kick off the end of February and going into March, almost ending the first quarter of this year, with telling you that you are doing a fabulous job. The only person who is giving you any kind of limits with time or energy or things that you can and cannot do are you. Is you. Every single person in here, your worst critic is yourself. And sometimes if you are open to change, bullshit's gonna happen, and that is okay. But let's find a way to tweak that a little bit. So the experiment I've been working on lately, because I like to experiment with different ways for mindfulness and law of attraction and meditation and all kinds of stuff, is in my journal every day. A part of what I'm experimenting with doing is writing about what I am not available for. I always say that I always write out what I am open to receiving for the day. So I mention, I'm like literally from today, I've got my stuff. I've got red pen this week. For what I'm open to, I'm open to receiving collabs. I'm open to receiving gifts. I'm open to receiving new students. I'm open to receiving anything in any kind of way, because the universe is open for me and I know that things are going to be fabulous. However, what am I not available for? If we specify that, then sometimes the negative change that comes about won't be as bad, right? So I'm not available for bullshit. And that can come in the form of no-shows, or my computer not working, or things from the past continuing to bug me. I'm not available for excuses. I count that as a part of bull, which means that I have to practice and continue practicing following through on things, whether that be cleaning up consistently, because I'm tired, sometimes I don't, and it gets a wreck, and then it irritates me. So I need to be consistent about cleaning a little bit every day. I need to be consistent about having my water, which is still full, but I'm working on it every day. And I've even, like, that little water bottle thing that goes around where if you write what you want on your water bottle and you drink it, it like infuses with the water. So I have it on the other side of this sticky note, and that's what I'm finally working on. That means finishing projects. I will start things, and then, because I'm future brained, I go off and go somewhere else. I have all those books back there. They got to go back to the library. Okay, so being consistent about this stuff, just show up. If it feels uncomfortable, too bad. I just need to ask. And trying to understand that with change. There was a beautiful little post that I saw the other day, where someone was talking about how this older woman, I'm not going to just say old lady, that's really mean. This older lady was watching the person who wrote the post and their sister try to get into a pool, and their sister was scared of getting in the water, and she's like, it's okay, honey, you can be scared, but then do it anyway. So I thought that was really wonderful, change a lot of the time brings about things that you are afraid of, that will not feel good, or you don't know how they're going to feel and your brain's going to overthink it. So when it comes to change and things that have happened and turning over a new leaf for yourself, or just getting started with whatever you've done, whether that's following up with clients, because that is scary, or finally picking up a deck of cards and doing your first reading for yourself, whatever it is, it's okay to be scared. And it's okay for it to be uncomfortable. But do it anyway, because you're going to force yourself to grow. A seed does not feel comfortable when the sprout is trying to break out of the shell. I bet it actually freaking hurts. A butterfly probably does not feel comfortable inside the chrysalis. Just saying. It's liquid, okay? But when it finally bursts out, it's worth it, because then they fully evolved. And all of you are fantastic. All of you are evolving in your own ways. I'm evolving in my own ways. And I just wanted to give you a little message for change is good. Okay? And I'm just as scared as you are. I don't know what I'm doing either. We're all improvising here in the plays that are our lives. But we're just going to do it anyway, because we're awesome. So I hope that message was really good for you. As people that were coming in, I was waving to you. I hope you are having really fabulous days. Thank you so much for coming on here live. If you have thoughts about this, go ahead and pop them below. Same thing with those who are watching. Give me a hashtag replay. Let me know you're watching. I just wanted to give you a quick little tip for how I feel changes today. The things that I've been thinking about and I was journaling about and processing today. And if you have any things about change or anything that I have talked about at all this month or beyond that, all the things that you're catching up on here in the group, feel free to come tomorrow morning, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. That's 8:30 PST, 11:30 EST. Feel free to come over. And I will be posting up a link. We're going to have a little tea chat on Zoom. Come talk to me face to face. We're going to do this for about an hour, see how it goes, and if everybody really likes it, I'll make it a regular thing. So, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye!